international chess professionals converge in St. Louis for the 2017 Spring Chess Classic. Welcome to the 2017 Spring Chess Classic, the weekend edition. Today we're going to look at what happened on days 5 and 6 here in St. Louis. At least one really big key matchup happened in each of the groups this weekend, and it really shaped up the landscape of the standings. The 2017 Spring Chess Classic features a combined prize fund of more than 50 grand. Win the top prize in Group A, that will get you $6,000. $4,000 is the prize for Group B, and the top prize for Group C is $5,000. That's because Group C is actually stronger than Group B. In Group A, Dariusz Swiercz from Poland. He won his game today with the white pieces against Grandmaster Andrey Baryshpolets. So thank you for joining me and congratulations on your game.
Thank you very much.
Take us through some of the critical moments in this one.
And now I just don't trade the light pieces, and he's pinned on his knight and queen are pinned. So, and this I think is very dangerous and tricky for black. I thought at first the rook e1 is the best move, and I wanted to play bishop d2 and play this position. And here I was worried what to do because I can't take because of queen e5. But then we realized after the game bishop c3 is pretty unpleasant for black still. Because I'm pawn down, but the pawn on a5 is basically lost, and at some point I just need one move, h3, just to make sure that I'm not getting mated on the first rank, and it should be huge advantage for white actually. So therefore rook g8 was most likely correct, queen h3, a4, and here I came up with this idea bishop d2, bishop c3, which is very strong I guess, because I need to improve this bishop and attack this pawn on f6. He takes, rook g6, bishop c3. I think black is in trouble here. Rook h8, and now my first intention was to play g3, and this could have been a very bad move because knight takes g3, queen takes d7, knight d4, if I'm not mistaken. For example, after king h1 is knight f2 mate immediately. Oops. And if king f1, then knight takes c3, and I'm queen up, but rook g1 is made in one threat, so I need to play f4, and here I don't think it's most likely some draw like this. But I was already ambitious myself here, and I didn't want to go for something like this, and I played rook e4. Yeah, and my idea was that if he takes here, this position should be better for white because my mobility of my pieces is better than mobility of his pieces here, and I think it should be better for white. But as we analyze after the game, it's not that simple. Maybe I think it was the best chance for black here. Also, there is move like king h1. It's very interesting, but some crazy stuff is going on here. Like he can't play knight g3, trying to take my queen because I take queen h3, bishop f6. Rook g7, and now I made him on the 8th rank. So some funny lines. But he can play, for example, h6 here, bishop f6, king h7, and I have no idea what's going on there. Like rook e7, for example, queen c8. I mean, some mess. Knight g3 is a threat now, and if rook f7, then just king g6. I have no idea what's that. Maybe somewhere it's kind of equal or whatever, but good thing that I can still play here, for example, queen takes g2, but I mean, anyway, I wanted to almost likely take this and play this position. So I thought that this would be slightly better for white still. But he played rook h6, which is actually a bad move. This was, in this critical position, he made the wrong choice. Because after queen f3, it appears that he's in huge trouble because I just threatened rook f4 and he doesn't have very good defense. So he played rook g6 because if rook g5, then I can just play bishop d2 and just pinning his rooks and just winning. So rook g6, rook f4, knight g7. If knight h4, I mean if now rook g5, there is no bishop d2, but I have h4 and it looks just lost. And if he played knight g7, then I decided just to take. I was thinking for a moment about rook a1, but then I decided after queen e8, like it doesn't bring me anything real, so I decided just to take the pawn and play the same position on equal material, which was actually, I think, good choice. King J, bishop b2. I played to have just in general, just in case queen c3 idea to kind of create some kind of battery here. He played this. I'm just in case I might less space for my king. Yeah, some before for remove some regular improvements. H4 I think was good because now H5 is a huge threat. I mean, this should be pretty bad. This must be lost for black because his king is very, very weak. If H5 I can I can even just take on G7. He played knight d6, I played rook e4, d5, queen f5 was kind of nice. And now he's pinned, yeah, so this is basically just lost already. He played rook d8, h5, rook g5. We reached for remove, but he resigned basically almost immediately after I set the board, because after queen f6 here, it just made in next move, or I just take material. So it's all lost. So it was a very interesting game, but none without mistakes from both sides.
So last time in the Winter Classic, you tied for second in Group A. Now you just played the Group B champion from the Winter Classic. Gave you a good run there, but do you think maybe you can go a little bit better than second this go-round?
I will try. I will do my best. Still 4 games to be played. After five rounds, I have 3 points, which is +1. It's normal, the result. I mean, still lots of play before me, and I mean, I will just play as best as I can and just see how things are going. I'm a little bit. I mean, I was quite sad because of the loss to VAR, but he played a good game. I didn't, and I lost the game because he was better basically this day. But I hope that this loss will not affect the whole picture of my play and result here. So I want to keep playing good chess, like maybe not today, but like for example yesterday was a very good game against Alex. It was also a very good game. So today was also decent, but I mean I would just try to play as best as I can and see what will happen.
Well, Dariusz, congratulations today.
Thank you very much.
On your point. Let's take a look at the standings after the entire weekend of play in Group A. In Group B, I'm here with Grandmaster Akshat Chandra. Well, a relatively new Grandmaster, I guess 2 months in, right? Something like that? Yeah. Today he had the white pieces against Nazi Paikidze, who's not having a very good tournament. 0 for 5 at this point here on Saturday. So take us through this game and show us why you thought it was remarkable.
Sure, yeah. I mean, the game was very complicated. I got a really good position out of the opening. And here, after knight takes a4, I thought I didn't have anything, and I just like stopped calculating it. But I just missed bishop takes e6, f takes e6, queen takes e6 is decisive, I think. I'm not pretty sure it's decisive, but anyway, the reason I rejected it was a takes b5. But I just didn't occur to me that even though her king kind of runs to safety on the queen's side, I mean, she ends up blocking her own pieces, and whatever after like something like this, it's just winning. I mean, I'm threatening to just liquidate into an endgame. Yeah, I mean, this is completely winning, and if I had seen that, I would have gone for it, obviously. Instead, I played bishop f1, which wasn't the best, and she took on e4, which is correct. If she plays a6, then I get to play bishop b4 now. And bishop b4, by the way, wasn't working on the previous move because she just takes on b5, and yeah, my bishop's pinned. So yeah, bishop f1, knight takes e4, bishop sorry, king c1 first, knight e7, bishop b4. I was still pretty optimistic here, but I was in severe time trouble here. I was down to like 1 or 2 minutes, and she still had like 15 or 20, so anything could happen. She played a really strong move now, rook g8, which I didn't see. She has other options too, which I was calculating. I mean, just didn't see rook g8. I was thinking like if she goes knight f5, I don't know, trying to hint at knight e3 at some moment. I think bishop g2 is quite strong, just attacking the knight, and the tactics are not working for her because also her king's exposed. So like if she plays something like this, then bishop c6. And she comes in here, then I take on d4. I'm also attacking the rook, so she has to trade. And this is like one line I was calculating. Rook takes b5, and rook h2. Rook g8, bishop d2, and I think the knight's trapped, but okay, I don't know how accurate this is because I was pretty much playing on the increments, so calculation wasn't that great, obviously. Yeah, if she goes knight d5, okay, I can just take the pawn to center, so that's nothing. The rook g8 was really strong because now if I take, she takes, and she plays knight g3, and the point is after rook g1, she has knight e2 check, and she wins in exchange. So I played bishop e2, preparing queen takes d4. Again, she found the best move, knight f2, because otherwise if she allows me to consolidate, she's just going to be completely lost because of her king. So she has to go for it. Played bishop c5, queen b7. That was interesting actually. I thought she'd play queen c7. And it's still very messy. I don't really know what the evaluation is, but yeah, queen b7. Rook f1. I think that's pretty much forced. So yeah, here I lost an exchange, but her king's still in the center, so I was still optimistic. But then she found a really strong move, rook c8, pinning my bishop, and suddenly it's very hard for me to meet this threat of just queen c7. I mean, I took in the game, she played queen c7, and I can't move my bishop anywhere because she's got mate on c2. So I played bishop f3, which is the only move, setting a little trap, obviously. If she takes on c5, bishop c6 check, interfering with the protection. She takes with the knight, I just win the queen, and if she takes with the rook, I just give mate. So she can't do that. But she made the decisive mistake. She played f5, which I think just loses on the spot. I think knight f5 is just fine for her, actually. I think we both just miscalculated something here because I don't really have many options for my queen. Like, okay, if I play bishop c6 check, obviously she takes, and this endgame's obviously winning for black. But maybe there was some mutual blindness or something. Like, I don't know, I guess I'd have to play queen b4. Obviously I can't go like queen f6 or something because she just takes, and now her king runs to f8, and it's completely safe there. So I have to try something like queen b4, but okay, she can just take now, and bishop c6, rook takes c6, b takes c6, and okay, I mean, I guess only black can win here. But instead she played f5, and that weakened the h5, e8 diagonal, and so that's why I played queen f6. Now I'm threatening bishop h5. I mean, I could play bishop h5 immediately, but I liked queen f6 better. Because it also keeps this option open in some lines. She took an f4. Her only move was to take here to prolong the game, but after bishop h5, rook g6, I was just calculating a simple line just to, oops, queen g7, just to liquidate to a easily one rook endgame. And the queens come off, and I just push my c-pawn. Instead she took on f4, but yeah, it's already lost now. King b1. Now I'm also threatening mate here, so she has to do something about the bishop. And I play bishop h5 check, and my attack just crashes through, and I finish with a mate. So yeah.
Very nice. Mate on the board. Is that different? I mean, at these high level, and by high level I just mean anybody who has a title basically, you don't see too many checkmates. Does it feel any different to you personally whenever you find one on the board?
Yeah, it's rare to give mate, but whenever I think I have a mate in one, I'm extra cautious, am I missing something? Like my opponent's just allowing me a mate in one, and am I crazy or something? So I usually take a little bit of time. I just don't bang it out. I take at least half a minute to make sure that it is really mate in one.
Right. It would be pretty embarrassing otherwise. So I want to thank you, first of all, for coming in for this interview. I missed you, and I basically came in a little bit late today. There was a little bit of a mix-up. And you said, oh, it's great. I live down the street. because you live in St. Louis now, originally from Jersey. What's St. Louis like so far for you? You enjoying it?
Yeah, I definitely am enjoying St. Louis because of the amazing chess culture here that's been created by the Singfield family. And yeah, I'm just enjoying the experience, and I hope to be here for a while.
Yeah, it's really amazing what's been cultivated here. I mean, Varakobian's in the next room. Like, that's crazy. That's awesome. Okay, well, Akshat, sure. Congratulations, and hopefully hope for the best in the upcoming rounds. Thanks. All right, let's take a look at the standings after this weekend going into Monday in Group B. Group C is all about Sam Sevian after he defeated Ilya Nizhnik this weekend. Take a look at the standings in Group C. Stay with us through Wednesday, May 24th, as every round begins at 1 p.m. with the exception of the final day. See the move by move live as it happens at chess24.com and uschesschamps.com.